spoken for have been spoken for. In this show, close to 18,000. You're loving the ease of a slip-in style from Skechers. It's one of their most innovative designs, and it's kind of mind-boggling to me that we do a slip-in on a sandal, because we would first see it on sneakers, or maybe even on like a slipper or a boat shoe, or right, a more casual style, but to still get that, won't collapse, no buckles, no bending, no hooks and loops, no clasps, no nothing, no snaps. You slip right in. And it's a washable knit ultra flex. This is an updated outsole. You're getting a more elevated upper on this like little bit of a crochet, so it looks a little bit more elevated because of that. You have a shoe that's brand new today, and you're not gonna find it at any other retailer. We are the ones to have it, and I can't wait to talk to you about the value in just a second, because we kind of turned back the hands of time, which when it comes to prices, that's not something we're seeing very often. This today's special value is $59.98. So this color is purple, but it's this like berry shade. It looks gorgeous with the lavish top we saw from Lori Goldstein, with the Denim & Company dress that we have coming up a little bit later, but this is purple. We also have it available in this dusty blue, so you'll just order blue. And then this shade next to it, this one's called Coral. I almost think of it as a ballet pink or like a Himalayan sea salt, but it's gonna look beautiful against your skin tone. Mocha was the shade that sold out last year. I'll talk about last year. But when we brought a similar sandal in, Mocha sold out in Saturday Morning Q. And then we also have navy. And then the all black choice, I think you get credit for dressing up a shoe a little bit more because it's that black outsole. When your foot is on it, or in it, I should say, it just looks like that strappy, dressy sandal to your weddings, to a reception, to the graduation parties, or maybe it's just even date night or a friend's anniversary. But you slip right into these. No other retailer has them, and the price on this does go up at the end of the day today. So if you want the comfort of a sneaker with that stylish upper, and every single color choice is washable. Now here's where we spill a little bit of tea, because last year we did this as a today's special value. Colors sold out on the day. It was very popular. You fell in love with it. We did it for $59.98. A year later, we're bringing you an elevated upper, so you get that crochet detail, and an upgraded outsole, right? That's what your foot is stepping into. And we kept the price the same as we did last year. I'm telling you, my grocery bill is not the same. I don't think my heat is the same. No bills or no things that you're buying right now are the same price as they were even months ago. So to be able to grab something that we were able to do the same price last year, and in this show, they've been wildly popular. So purple, blue, and coral, mocha, you've got navy, and then you also have black. Angela Bailey's hanging with us, and she's had kind of a lucky day because your daughter scored 2 goals at the soccer game.
Yeah.
And these are quite popular.
Yeah,
It's
it
good
is.
to
It's a good
see
day.
you. But I think that encompasses, you represent Skechers as a brand, but Skechers is so much a part of your lifestyle. You're literally the soccer mom on the go.
I am.
Right? You need something that you can get in out of easy, but also gives you the comfort.
Yes, and I mean, I'm always on my feet. There's never a day where I'm not doing something. So even if I'm going to soccer, I'm also squeezing in like a quick trip to the grocery store, and I need to be comfortable, but I do like being fashionable too, and I think we do a pretty good job of that at Skechers, always staying on top of the trends, but really staying true to what we're known for, which is comfort technology.
Yeah. A lot of customers are asking today if you haven't experienced slip-in, what that is and how does it feel when you wear a slip-in shoe?
It feels just like a shoe that's fit perfectly for you. I've had the question, does it change the sizing?
Oh, yeah.
Because
Good
of that
question,
heel
but no.
pillow. But no, it doesn't change the sizing. I mean, of course, we've tested it. We've made sure that your size is still the size that you would usually wear in Skechers, and I find these to be very true to size. The fit, nothing feels like different. In fact, if anything,
feels better.
sometimes a slingback sandal can be a real tricky thing.
Yeah, because it can wiggle.
Or it could be in the wrong spot. I feel like the placement of this is really nice, even though it's secured. Obviously, I can't step on this by accident and mess it up and crush it or do anything. But the inside is our exclusive heel pillow design. It's always going to be very soft against the skin. Nothing's gonna rub in a weird way. And it just fits like perfectly secure. And that heel pillow is also what prevents you from slipping back out. It keeps your foot held securely in place. But everything about this design is just so well executed, in my opinion, from our designers, because as you mentioned, we had something like it last year, but it got so much better. I think for me, it's about this part. It's this really beautiful crochet knit that has a little bit of sheen to it. And it's just the coverage that I'm getting, the secure fit over my forefoot. Then that instep strap is a little bit stretchy, but staying true to that, you can still see that crochet knit design, which I think is beautiful. You also get to stand on Skechers yoga foam. It's a nice layer of that yoga foam that gives you that really nice bounce and softness when you're standing on this. And that combined with this ultra lightweight, flexible outsole that we call the Ultra Flex 3.0, you're getting a ton of shock absorption, flexibility, everything you want in a sneaker. So I just think for summertime, this checks all the boxes. I just saw Jane in the hallway and she said her daughter just picked these up because it gets hot in the summer. I think she lives in Florida.
Yeah.
And she just, you know, we know that sometimes when it's really hot out, even a nice breathable sneaker can be too hot.
Yeah, it's too much on the foot. These are ultra lightweight, but it's that perfect combination. And you may be thinking too, you know, if you think about your summer sandal wardrobe, if you're somebody that typically avoids ankle straps, because they're just too hard to get on and off.
Yes.
We're oftentimes a little bit more active in the summer. We're in and out really quickly. The temperatures are great. We want to enjoy the day. This is the shoe you're slipping into. It might also just be for you, it's really hard. You can't bend over and get your shoes on. You've got to go sit down or have something to hold on to. You don't have to anymore. Let me show you the colors, medium and wide widths, and then we'll talk about more about the slip-in and how they look on and how easy they are to style. This is your purple. I love this berry shade.
I do too.
Actually, I even like it too with my blue dress.
I do too. I like a contrast like that.
I do too.
Like
a little
really
color black
vibrant
moment.
Yep.
Kind of fun. Okay, then you also have your blue choice.
Love.
And then here's that coral pink.
I just love this. I like that you compared it to Himalayan salt. That's
And
what it
it
looks
is
like.
washable too.
Yes.
So if you're worried because it is a lighter color and you want to like wear these hard, you can.
Yes.
Mocha is a warmer taupe. That one's been really popular today. A lot of you are buying mocha and then picking another color because if you were like Mary Jane, who called us a little bit earlier, she buys multiples every year because last year she wore through them. She wore them all the time. So this year she made a good choice, bought herself two.
Yes.
Here's the navy. And then the all black, I think, looks really elevated too. It looked really cute with our Women with Control little capris too. But getting these, here's the thing, getting them off and on is what makes them such a dream.
It's actually kind of fun to do too. But it is a dream. It's changed the way we do things. This is allowing people that probably possibly couldn't wear a strappy sandal or a sandal like this anymore. Now you're back. You can wear it because you don't have to fuss with anything. The design really helps you slip in nicely because it's built like a shoehorn.
Yeah.
So it's slipping you in nicely, but then it's not slipping back off.
Yeah, look, it's not moving. If anything, I find it more comfortable because of that extra padding. Is that you get
heel.
You get extra padding around that back heel strap. So you have the security of an ankle strap that you didn't have to buckle, that you didn't have to clasp. You don't have a wiggly, loosey little slide or mule or flip flop. So it's really giving you a more secure sandal, and then it's even easier to slip on while being something that's washable.
Right.
So $59.98 gets this home. That's the same price we did on our Today's Special Value last year. And this is an upgraded model.
It's an upgraded,
The outsole is even more fully featured.
But by the way, that one was truly loved. I mean, so many amazing ratings that people are still talking about today. So I was extra excited to oh, you just wait, there's something even better coming.
Yeah, this one I think too, the other one was a little sporty. It was like a single strap.
A little bit more sporty, yeah.
Having the crochet upper when you see it styled, I think when you see it on the foot, you really focus more on that upper. You know, you get the benefit of the feeling of that sports sandal. But like what Deanna's wearing with this cute little shorts and jean jacket, Jamie's got it on with that darling green dress too. It looks so good.
Yes.
Oh, we have the same dress on.
Oh, cute. Oh, she has a little cardi on too.
Yeah. But
nice sag too.
You know, whether you're running errands, whether it's a easygoing weekend at the beach, I also think about too, you know, if you have appointments where you're going to the doctor and like you have to take your shoes, you got to put the gown on, and then you got to leave, and then you got to go to the store, and then maybe you're working out, or you meet a friend for coffee and you got to take your shoes off. It isn't this like cumbersome task.
I thought I'd join you guys. And
please.
I thought maybe a model would be in mocha, but I'll represent mocha.
Those are so cute on you.
What were you guys saying?
we're saying just how easy it is. And I mean, like if you're running around, you have to go to the doctor, you have to go anywhere. Like if you're going to an exercise class.
And you get measured and you have to take your shoes off real quick right there.
Oh, there's so
are
many
you
reasons.
supposed to take your shoes off when they measure you?
You probably keep.
I'm just kidding.
I'm 5'4" today.
Interesting. She grew.
I try to take off like my jacket, my clothes, I'm like my watch. I'm like, hold on a second. Let me take my
It's
watch
gonna take
off.
you longer to put your jewelry back on than your shoes back on.
These weigh like nothing.
They weigh nothing. They're not going to tip the scale at the doctor's office.
Do you remember when you used to pack for trips and you checked a bag and it was overweight? You'd always think, oh, well, let me take the shoes out and put them in my carry-on. That's not the case with
you
these.
guys should even wear these shoes to the airport because it's been a long time since I've flown. But I imagine we still take our shoes off for security, right? So
Yes,
look
most
at that.
places.
Deanna just took her shoes off, walk through, and then she can slip back into them.
And there's no bending down. There's no rebuckling something. There's no clasping something. There's no trying to get your little pinky in there to get it to smooth it out because something got
I know.
folded.
I really appreciate that. Honestly, when we first came out with our slip-in sandals from Skechers, I did wonder, am I still going to have to bend over just a little bit to, like, you know, like you said, stick your finger in?
Nope.
You really don't. It's been designed so, it's executed perfectly, in my opinion. And that's why we love a flip-flop in the summer, right? Because it's the easy thing by the door. Now you can put this on the same way you would a flip-flop because you're just slipping right in. But now you have so much support and comfort, and you have a nicer looking style. Let's be honest. This looks nicer than a flip-flop.
They keep getting prettier and prettier. The technology that we know and love is still consistent. You slip in, but gosh, the sandals are even more attractive.
They are. They're very flattering on everyone. I've seen it on a lot of people in the last few hours, and I haven't seen one that I didn't like. They all look good. They fit so nicely. And we also have, of course, tons of sizes and colors to offer.
Well,
so
as
that's,
of now.
Yeah,
I don't know if
as
you can
of
keep
now,
saying
I
that
know
later
it's
tonight.
starting to.
That might change.
Yes.
But you know, though, it's hard because here's the thing. A lot of times when we're buying a new shoe, you know, you want to get like the max wear out of it. If you were just to buy a sports sandal, maybe, Angela, you might wear that to the soccer game. My son's got a soccer game tomorrow. I might wear it there, right? And that's about it. You know, maybe if you're doing some sightseeing, you're not going to wear it out to dinner necessarily. With a sandal like this, it's dressy for dinner, for the outdoor grad parties. It feels a little elevated because of that upper. But what you're riding on all day is a sports sandal.
It's so good.
You know, when you only have so much money in your budget, as we all do, like you want to make your hard-earned dollar go the distance. And this gives you 2 to 3 sandals in one.
It really
That's
does.
good. Crisscross applesauce.
I got a little carried away. Because
That was good.
in our ears, they were like, okay, Allie, you go. And I didn't even know where she was going, and then I realized what they meant. And then Angela, you go. And all of a sudden, you get nervous to walk.
You do.
And
It's
then
my
you're
turn.
like,
Hold on,
Amy,
wait.
you go. And I'm like,
Overthinking
where
the
am I going?
process.
okay,
Yeah.
just go. And then it was fun to like really get in that camera.
Yeah.
And you know, Amy and I, we've been on our feet all day. You know, we start Saturday morning Q and our meetings start around 7:30 in the morning. 7:30 o'clock was what I was going to say. But they start early. We've been on our feet. And it is such a relief when you are stepping into Skechers Slip-ins. So for those long summer days, or even that time that you are on your feet and you want to make the most of it, when you have Skechers underfoot, you always have classic kicks, but they're kicks that can do it all. They're washable. They're a slip-in, and it's an upgraded outsole of that Ultra Flex. I remember I was talking to one of our producers yesterday, Jonathan Dowdell, and I said, oh, we have a Skechers slip-in. And he even said to me, he goes, Skechers slip-in sandal? Like the idea of a slip-in and a sandal together almost feels like, wait, how did you do that?
And you don't expect the sandal to be this pretty and this attractive.
No.
You can slip into it.
Correct.
call.
And this comfortable. So many of you are grabbing more than one pairs. We do have medium and wide widths on this one. I will say too, if you typically have a narrow foot, this shoe's probably not for you, but it does come in medium and wide. Under $60 gets it home. I think, do we have almost all the colors here? Except for the purple.
Missing the purple. And
Yeah,
the
we'll
black.
show you here in just a second. But if you do this today on your QVC credit card and you don't have a QVC credit card, you get $20 to put towards your purchase.
Wow.
So once you get approved of your credit card.
You get $40.
Oh,
to
I'm
put
so
towards
sorry.
your
You're right.
purchase.
Thank you. So $40, which then means your today's special value is under $20.
$20. That's crazy.
It is
Your
crazy.
Skechers slip-in. Skechers are usually like $75 for slip-ins.
Yeah, exactly. For that this is our latest technology, and this is a style you're not seeing anywhere, especially in the color choices too. Even if you went to a store looking for a Skechers sandal, you're not going to have this selection of great colors.
And they fit so good. Look. It's not going anywhere. That's not as pretty
you
as
slip
your
in, but they don't slip off,
Yes,
right? I mean, you have
it's
to push them off your feet because they're locked on there for the day.
Yeah, ride the roller coaster, and
It's
they're
not
not going
just
to go
that they
anywhere.
don't slip off; they just feel so good on, right? Like I feel like
You don't want to take them off.
it's a heavenly feeling on my feet. The squish, the lightweight, the flexibility, and then you look down and you're like, oh, but they're cute too.
Yeah, take